Lake Buena Vista, Florida, the Milwaukee Bucks responded to the police shooting of Jacob Blake, a black man in Wisconsin, by refusing to take the court Wednesday afternoon for their NBA playoff game against the Orlando Magic. An hour later, the NBA postponed two other playoff games scheduled for Wednesday night, thrusting its ambitious restart at Walt Disney World during the coronavirus pandemic into sudden chaos and doubt. The postponed games were first-round playoff matchups pitting the Houston Rockets against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Los Angeles Lakers against the Portland Trail Blazers. All three games will be rescheduled. Players from the N and the WN have long been at the forefront of protests against racism and police brutality, but especially this year, after the police killings of George Floyd, a black man in Minnesota, and Breonna Taylor, a black woman in Kentucky. Still, the boycott was an extraordinary escalation in the athletes' demonstrations, a move that had virtually no precedent in the league's history. It was quickly followed by the Milwaukee Brewers and Cincinnati Reds deciding to sit out their Major League Baseball games scheduled for Wednesday night in Wisconsin. Players for the W.S. Washington Mystics arrived for their game against the Atlanta Dream on Wednesday night wearing T-shirts that spelled out Jacob Blake. On Sunday, the police in Kenosha, Wisconsin, shot Blake, 29, in the back several times as he tried to get into his vehicle. In the days since, numerous NBA players have openly debated the wisdom of continuing to play, questioning whether the platform provided by the league's return was amplifying their message, or, rather, taking attention from the broader social justice movement. Prime among those players was Milwaukee's George Hill, who on Monday expressed frustration about playing amid the social upheaval across the country. "We shouldn't have even come to this damn place, to be honest," Hill said. "I think coming here just took all the focal points off what the issues are." A meeting to discuss next steps for players on the 13 teams still at Disney World was scheduled for Wednesday night, according to a person with knowledge of the meeting who was not authorized to discuss it publicly. "We weren't given advance notice about the decision, but we are happy to stand in solidarity with Milwaukee, Jacob and the entire NBA community," Orlando's Michael Carter-Williams said. Change is coming. Players from the Boston Celtics and Toronto Raptors were already deep in discussions about boycotting the team's playoff game Thursday. A league spokesman, when asked about Thursday's three scheduled games, said no determination had yet been made about the upcoming schedule. The move by the Brewers and Reds, in a league that has been typically slower than others to respond to social issues, came after meetings between players on both teams.